You're ready to buy a home in San Antonio, but with the market constantly changing, it's hard to know where to start. You might be feeling overwhelmed by all the information out there,
You have stress?
unsure of what really matters in 2024. But don't worry, I've done the research for you. In this video, I'm not just giving you the basics, I'm breaking down the 5 most crucial things that will make or break your home buying experience in San Antonio this year. By the end, you'll be more prepared than 90% of buyers out there. So let's get started. Now, I want to take a look at an article that supports data for the minutes of the Fed's July 31st meeting. Release said that the vast majority of policymakers observed that if the data continued to come in about as expected, it would likely be appropriate to ease policy at the next meeting. Most Federal Reserve officials agreed last month that they would likely cut their benchmark interest rate at their next meeting in September, as long as inflation continued to cool. The market is predicting that the Fed could cut interest rates as much as half a basis point up to 3/4 of a point,
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes, I am.
which is pretty significant, seeing as how this is the first rate cut since they began raising interest rates in March of 2022. Recently, I was asked whether we were in a buyer's market or a seller's market. Now, I answered the question, of course, but let me let the data answer the same question for you. And if you're thinking of purchasing a home, then it's important that you consider San Antonio's current market trend, as well as the trend of over the past 2 years. So this is the information that helps me conclude whether or not we're in a buyer's or a seller's market. Now, this is information that I'm getting from San Antonio Board of Realtors. And a healthy market is going to be about 6 months worth of inventory. And as you can see right here on the months of inventory, we're currently sitting at about 5.3 months worth of inventory. And the days on market, if someone were to put their home up for sale, it's on average taking about 63 days for that property to be sold. Right now, I understand that you're looking at it here, and this is July of 2024, and this video is in September. Well, this is the most latest information that we're able to gather because we are a month lag, right? So there is a month's worth of lag of information where it comes up from real estate information, and so we're looking at it of July. And so let me go on and move forward to another portion of information also given by San Antonio Board of Realtors. So the same information from July, which we have not yet received August information, this is what I wanted to show you in regards to the past 2 years. So as you can see here on the left-hand side, you're able to see that this is 2022, 2023, as well as 2024. And I can zoom in here just a little bit, but let me zoom back out so we can get the full picture. But it runs through the months of the year and so on and so forth. But what I really want you to pay attention to is going to be the median price. And so if you're currently buying, people say that, well, why don't you buy in the middle of the summer, which for sellers, that's the ideal time to sell their home because school's over, people are constantly moving, and they're looking for homes to be purchased. But because of supply and demand, prices go up when there's more demand. Well, you can see in every June, which 2022, June, the median price of a home here in San Antonio was $340. Now, just a month before that, it was $335, $322, $315, and now we're in February of 2022 and it's $305. So when you're looking at this information, you're seeing that there's a higher price in June of $340. That's where it topped out at. And if you're looking right now in September to October through December, that's $320, $314, and $319. So between November and February of each year going into, that's probably where the best time frame is to purchase a home because on the resale market, that's where the prices are lower. Now, let's try to verify that with 2023. Well, you can see that in June, it peaked out at about 318, maybe in July is 320. So that's about 320,000 for the median price. And if we go later in the months because of holidays, you're having about November 295. So from 320 of July to 295 in November, that's a perfect time to buy. But if you're selling, that may alert you to say, well, if you need to sell for a specific reason, let it be known that information and the data shows that there could be a little bit of price reduction from what you can overall net. Not to mention, if someone does a home inspection or, so on and so forth, and we can talk about that on a later video. But if you're selling, you may want to consider this. If you're buying, this would be really great information as far as bargains and potential cuts. And so now we're in June. Well, it's here in June of 2024. We're currently in September, but here June of 2024, the price is $314,000, and now in July it's $320,000. So August, I'd be curious to see what the information shows, and I can keep you posted. Or if you have any questions, definitely reach out and maybe we can get a game plan going. But this is the information that I use in order to conclude whether or not we're in a buyer's or a seller's market. Now, that's prolonged times of 6 months, but here right now within this month, I'd be curious on the information of August to see where it shows that I should either buy or sell at the end of the year. Now, if you're looking to purchase a home, you're going to want to identify where you want to consider living and whether or not the neighborhood caters to your lifestyle, such as family-friendly suburbs, whether or not you need to be close to a nearby school, or do you want a quiet area with scenic views? Location is probably the most important thing when it comes to purchasing a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an investor, finding a home is exactly what I can do for you. My name is Frank, and my wife Alyssa and I run a small husband and wife real estate team, and we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to buy right here in San Antonio. So if that is you, don't be shy or hesitate. Just give us a call, send us a quick text or an email. That way we can help you make a move right here to San Antonio. And if you've gotten any value out of this video, then feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications. That way you can be a part of our growing community. Now back to the video. Now, as I just mentioned, location is very important, but depending on what styles of homes you and your family may be interested in would be the next item on the list, which leads me to new construction versus resale homes. Now, there are pros and cons to either option, but there may be benefits of buying new construction, such as customization options and warranties, or perhaps you like the idea of relocating to a different state and starting fresh with a new build. However, we can't forget that prices have, of course, increased over the past 2 years, so you need to set expectations when it comes to the price point when considering a new build. Maybe you're considering a resale home, which are houses that have already been lived in. The number one comment I get from clients that are looking for resale homes is that they want a home with a bit of character, like mature trees or a cozy fireplace or a garden that's already been taken care of. Either way you choose, you have to consider the next item on the list, which is your financing options and the incentives that are available to you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or purchasing your 7th home, it's important to understand your financing options and any incentives that can help you save money. There are such things as first-time home buyer assistance, as well as down payment assistance programs. Now, a down payment assistance program offers valuable benefits for first-time home buyers or lower-income borrowers who need help affording a down payment. But assistance programs comes with specific requirements, so they may not be suited for everyone. And if you're considering purchasing a new construction home, you need to be aware of some incentives that builders are offering that you can benefit from. Incentives such as the builders offering better interest rates, which help dramatically for your monthly mortgage payment, 2-1 buy downs, builders offering to pay closing costs, and who also offer irrigation, washer and dryer, or perhaps blinds throughout the home, and others I may not have listed on the top of my mind. Now, each builder is going to offer different incentives and may not offer all of these items all in one. It's a give and take, but you need to be completely aware of what you're being offered and make sure that the builder is honoring these incentives throughout the entire transaction. And it's important that you know how to navigate the home buying process. So if you're considering buying a resale home, I want to stress the importance of getting pre-approved for a mortgage before starting the home search, especially in a competitive market. Unlike new construction, you'll be pre-approved based on the current market interest rate, which is roughly about 6.3%, according to Mortgage News Daily. Getting in communication with a good real estate agent that can help you navigate through the process is key, especially if you're relocating. There are a lot of considerations such as closing timelines and how it coordinates with the possible sale of your home. So now that you're armed with the top 5 things to know when buying a home here in San Antonio, you're one step closer to finding your perfect home. But remember, the market moves fast and staying ahead is key. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss a video like this. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below or reach out with the information on the screen. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video.